Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakdash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and all the Akim out there that be pushing this truth with nothing but sincerity. In the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai, start off from the tribe of Judah all the way down to Issachar. And today, I wanted to speak upon, there was a saying that in Star Trek, I think his name's Kilgan, whatever his name is, from Star Trek. And one of his proverbs, he says, two fools fight in a burning house. Let me see real quick though. Two fools. Cause let's say, let's think literal, right? So let's say you are in a burning house and you got a problem with somebody in that same house. And if you continue to fight with the other guy in the house, eventually you guys both are gonna die because of the burning of the house, you know? So what do? You set your differences apart and try to get the hell out, because if not, the burning house is going to destroy both of you guys. You see what I'm saying? And that's what Esau wants us, Israel, to do as a nation, though, of Yasharallah, because he wants us to say we're not brothers, though. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about it, though, because burning fools is us thinking we're just one nation, though, and thinking that the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Benjamin, that they ain't our brothers, though. And the burning house represents America, because as long as even if you still stay here, you still get burnt from the America. You know what I mean? And Esau wants us to continue to fight each other, because he still wants us to remain as a fool and to fight in this burning house, which is the burning house is America. As long as you stay in America, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna go off, though. And I'm not saying it's lucky, and I'm not saying to get the hell out of America. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying none of that, because if you're the elect, though, your salvation will be anywhere. You know what I mean? You could be in Africa, you could be in Israel, you could be in Jamaica. It don't matter, though. Your salvation could be anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, though, the Most High is going to deal with you the way he's going to deal with you, no matter where you're at, though. You know? And that's the thing about it, though, man. But does America make you go off as an Israelite? Yes, it does, because it's policies, it's philosophies, it's wine, though, man. It's wine, those real strong right here, man. Like, no chaser, though, man. Like, the wine is real strong right here, you know? So that's the thing about it, man. Esau wants us to continue to fight each other. Because, I'm from California, though, and you know, especially probably in the South, though, in LA and all that, there's neighborhoods, segregated from each other, from 18th Street to the South Side, against the Bloods and the Cribs and shit like that, though, So Esau wants it to remain like that. Esau wants to say, he calls these Mexicans, yeah, have brown pride, though. You know what I mean? Be about brown pride, though. Be about your people. That's what's up. And they want Jake, though, which is a tribe of Judah, to be like, yeah, man, Black Lives Matters and shit, Black Power. Esau wants you to say that, though. So therefore, because he wants you to go away from knowing the fact that Issachar is your own brother, man. You know what I mean? And Zebulon too. Even Zebulon fights against Issachar too. You know what I'm saying, though? So it's just crazy, man. And the way I see the tribe of Zebulon, to be honest with you, the way I see the tribe of Zebulon too, they're like us, man. Like literally, like Ishkar, they're like us though. Just come from a different, smaller country and shit. But it's kind of like even back then, the Aztecs and the Mayans, there was really no difference between them and shit. You know what I mean? There really was no difference between them and shit. I talked to I've been around a Salvadorian and all that though. Talk to Salvadorian, man. They're just literally like us, man. Like, like dead ass though. But like I said, Esau still wants you to continue to be a fool and fight, with the other tribes though. You know, but this was a curse though. Deuteronomy 28:54 says, "So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave." And that's a curse right there, man, because it says, "And very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother," though. You would just have hatred towards your brother, man. You know what I'm saying, though? And toward the wife of his bosom, and and you know what I'm saying, though? You just don't give a shit, though, man. Your eyes should be evil towards your brother, because even I see in the like in the industry the Chicanos, whatever the case be though, and they be like, nah, this guy ain't Mexican enough. They're all about the raza and all that shit. Man, fuck the raza, man. And they'll be saying the raza, he ain't raza enough, he ain't Mexican enough. Man, I remember we used to catch fades and shit because we said that you weren't even Mexican enough though, man. As a little kid, we used to fight because we wanted to be more Mexican than the other. You know what I'm saying though? But that's evil, man. That's evil, man. Because if you were Israelite, you wouldn't have that evil eye towards your brother, and even towards Judah, just because Judah, they're from a different, what's it called? They're more darker skin though, the pigment. But guess what? That's still your brother though, no matter what. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about it though. So Esau still wants you to say, "Hey, you're Mexican and he's black." Keep it that way. You know what I mean? So, but when it's like, nah, man, like this guy's my brother though. You know what I mean? Like, and Jake too. Jake be hating on Ishakar, and Ishakar be hating on Jake too, man. It's just always been like that. You know what I mean? Psalms 83:4 it says, "And he has said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation," right? Because they don't want them to know that you're Israelite, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. Exactly, though. So they're telling you, hey, you're just a Mexican and that's it. They don't want you to know that you're an Israelite, because imagine though, if our people find out there were Israelites, the people in the Bible, man, they'd be like, what? Hey, man, we are these people. Because Jake, man, Jake gets into things though, man. You know what I'm saying? Jake gets into things though. So imagine you find out that you're an Israelite from the Bible speaks of. Jake will probably try to do the most like that, man. You know what I mean though? But nah. They're still on that brown pride shit. They're still on the Black Lives Matter shit. They're still on the being a Borica, or however you fucking say that. They're still, Ishakar in Texas. I'm a Tejano. They're still on that bullshit. I'm a Chicano over here in fucking California. It's just all a bunch of bullshit. And that's what Esau wants you to be. That's what I'm saying. That says they have said, let us, that says that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, though, because they don't want you to remember that you're a Israelite, though, because if you remember you're an Israelite, then you become powerful, man. Then you start getting, the blessings starts to come in, though. And that's what these fucking Edomites don't want you to do, man. You know what I mean? They don't want you to know that you're an Israelite, because they know once you go back to, who you really are, though, that, hey, man, no one can stop, because the Most High is with you. You know what I mean? So this is 1 Kings 12:18. It says, then King Rehoboam went sent Adoram, who was over the tribute, and all Israel stoned him with stones, that he died. Therefore King Rehoboam made speed to get up to chariot to flee to Jerusalem. And that reminds me of when you see a Jake, or you see Issachar in the Jake neighborhood, and they chase him down because he's a so-called Mexican. You know what I mean? I'm like, get the fuck out of here, Spick, get the fuck out of here. You ain't know, you know what I mean? You're on the wrong hood. You always see that shit in movies too. Like, hey, you know where you at? Ishakar be like, you know where you at? You know what I'm saying? And they see, Ishakar can't be in a black neighborhood, or A so-called black man can't be in an Issachar's neighborhood though. You know what I mean? They'll start chasing them down or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying though? So it says, so Israel rebelled against the house of David, and to this day, still happening though. That was a future prophecy right there, because to this day, man, there's still beef though. So Israel rebelled against the house of David until this day, and that's still happening to right now, man. There's still that beef though. You know what I mean? And that's how Esau wanted to be. Esau wanted to be that there's still beef between us though, you know? In reality, it's like, bro, like that's why even before I came to the truth, I was like, bro, we go through the same shit. We go through the same shit every fucking time though. We live through the same shit. We deal with the same shit. Like, how the fuck are me and you different though, man? When have we prospered though? There's still niggas living in their mama's house and food stamps and all this shit. You know what I mean? And trust me, man, I grew up around Issachar, man. And they're just niggas too, but just lighter complexion though. Like for real though, man. Like, don't get me wrong, Issachar has these little traditions or whatever. You want to say they're more little traditional because they're Mexicans and shit, right? But in reality, like I say, I grew up with nothing around Issachar, and trust me, Issachar it's our niggas, man. But just with lighter complexion though. You know what I mean? And that's just the fucking truth, man. You know? So with that, hopefully this video was edifying. And to the next one I say, hey, shalom.